Hey guys, it's really miserable out here. I'm deer hunting. It's about 4 o'clock. I've busted out a couple bucks, real small ones. Was down in the Muskokas again hunting, deer hunting, and never seen a thing. It was way too mild. But Thursday when I was coming here to check my otter trap, there was 3 otters swimming right there. And I had my trap right in there, and there is my first otter. I don't know if you can hear that. I am freaking pumped. I'm gonna get this guy out of the trap because he's probably freezing up, and I'll get it reset. Awesome, guys. I'm pumped. Hey guys, well, I just wanted to thank you for watching me catch my first otter. That was really cool. It's something that I've always wanted to catch since I started the whole trapping and looking into trapping. They're just such a cool little critter. You know, being able to run and slide in the snow and ice, you know, chasing beavers around. They just look like a playful animal that, you know, you'd almost want one as a pet maybe, but they do stink. I just wanted to thank Kirk for explaining in one of his videos what an otter toilet is. I had no idea what an otter toilet was. We didn't take that in my trapping course. But once he explained what they were, then I knew right away that I had a couple of them on my pond. So that really helped things out because I knew exactly where to set my traps. Another person that I'd like to thank was Trapper Joe. He explained in his in one of these last videos where, you know, you got to leave your sets in for, you know, a week or more. And I would say I'm right around 10 days or so since I set that trap. So that's pretty good bit of info that I wouldn't have got. I would have thought, you know, after 3 or 4 days, you know, nothing's there, it's pull it, move it to another spot. So patience paid off in the otter game. Bit of a story on me going out and checking that. I was out for a deer hunt. It was on this past Sunday, the 20th. Let's just check. Yeah, the 20th. And that was the last day of rifle season here in 47. And it was storming pretty good, like most of the east got. And I decided that I'd grab the gun and grab some camo and an orange hat and vest and go for a little walk. Really strong north winds in between 20 and 30 kilometers an hour. And I knew the deer wouldn't be able to hear me if I could get close. My bush is real thick. It's all softwood, so you're not taking any 100-yard shots unless you're shooting down the trail. So about 500 feet down from my place, I bumped into a small spike buck. I was really tempted to shoot him, but season for bow closes December 15th, and I much prefer shooting with my bow. So I passed on that little guy. Looked around, didn't see anything else, so I kept on going down the trail. Crossed another set of deer tracks, small set. Decided I'd go for a walk anyways, so I followed it to the edge of my property on towards the neighbors and said, well, that's enough of that. Turned back and I thought, hey, I should go check my otter trap. So that's what I did. I went that way and couldn't find my trap. The sticks were all rearranged and I couldn't find my tie-off cable. I used 1/16 cable, so it wasn't even like it was just haywire. And I looked and I couldn't find it, and it got pulled in underneath some tree roots, so when I reached into where I knew I tied it, I couldn't feel it. So I had to dig around, and I ended up finding it with my foot down in the water. And as soon as I hit the cable, up popped the otter, and I knew it was an otter right away. So I was pretty jacked up about that. You know, that's another first for me. So so far we're having a pretty good year. So after that, I reset the trap. I loaded him on my shoulders and walked back down my secondary trail, which is really rough, so I don't use it most of the time. I only use it come springtime when my main trail gets all beaten up and muddy. I try and let it dry up as best as I can. So as I was getting back close to the house, I was maybe 800 feet from the house, about 500 feet from where I bumped that other deer. He was back in there, but he had a friend, so I put the scope up on those to see if I could, you know, see any decent sized racks, and I think the other one might have been a doe or maybe another small spike. Bigger bodied but small rack anyways. So they got within 20 or 30 feet of me, and more than likely smelt the otter because it had a fairly strong fishy smell to it. So they kind of trotted off. They didn't run, they just put their flag up and walked away. And so that was all right. So I kept heading back to my main trail, and about 20 yards away from me, out bolted a red fox. I'm guessing the two deer must have spooked him, and he came flying down the trail at me and stopped and looked at me and turned around and bolted. I only had the 30-06 on me, so I wasn't going to try and blast him with that thing because there would have been no fur left. So pretty cool to see. I know there's another one around because I was watching when I was walking out there was two sets of them always walking together. So they're out. I'm guessing they have a den out on the island by my shack because that's where I've seen them in this spring too. But anyways, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching this video. My first otter, hopefully a few more to come this year, and maybe in a few more years I'll have a trap line. So appreciate it, guys, and feel free to hit the subscribe button. We'll talk to you later.